Yo, wagwan. Tish your boy, Jadon, Legendary. We are back with another Cyberpunk photo session. Look here, folks, I'm gonna be recording a few of these. Some Skyrim, Fallout as well. Okay. Today's photo session theme is pin-up. 50s to 70s style. Okay. We're gonna be using OGV here. We're gonna be using Country V and Mexico V. With that being said, my good folks, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with your people, join Legendary Clan Sports Channel, become legendary. I upload all things photography and cinematics, virtual, real life, a little bit of AI sometimes. With that being said, let's go. Starting off at the beach, boy. I'm gonna be doing, I already got a few sets that I've written down that I haven't recorded yet. I'm trying to get everything situated. It's a little harder than I thought it would be to get this all in motion. But I'm doing what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? While also trying to do some playthrough videos for the gaming channel, because I think that'd be sick. I have not done playthroughs in a hot minute, but we're gonna stick to games that I want to play. No more Mafia 3s, stuff like that, and downloading janky tools to get Mafia Saints Row 1 to work. We're gonna have to just give a snapness on Saints Row 1 when we start Saints Row 2. Cause I ain't trying to download that bug right back that I had to last some time ago. Just don't trust like that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't trust like that. We got OGV here. The red lipstick, the gray afro. Okay. I don't know why I decided to make her afro gray, but it just looked right. It's not the first time she's had silver colored hair. It was many years ago. Sometimes you want to switch up the swag, switch up the style for the character's photos. There's a joint that gives her an umbrella pictures with. I'm looking for that. But I'm gonna probably mess around with some Skyrim after this too. I want to do other game photo sessions as well than just Cyberpunk. Because the quality of stuff I'd be doing on other games would easily work. So I want to mess around with that. Looking for this one? I think it might be this one. So with these, normally I would keep it like a 70s, 50s style. The outfit is a bit of the 50s style, but her hair is kind of not, because this character has such curly hair. There's not very many hair options for her. So I'm like, you know what, let me do 50s to 70s, which was like some of the best forms of pinup styles any dang ways. So much so to the point that, you know, to this day, people still lean on the 50s, 60s, and 70s pinup styles. You hear it and see it all the dang time. Well, unless you're not really entombed into those. But I just be looking at them for the cars. Nothing beats a 1950s lead sled, boy. That's not true, but it's dang close. Me personally, you know what I'm saying, I like a good fucking 60s muscle car, late 60s, early 70s, you know what I'm saying? What, like 67 to fucking 71? That's some of the best years of muscle cars. But when it comes down to the customs, I love a good rat rod and a hot rod, don't get me wrong. But lowriders and donks, baby. You know what I'm saying? I like that hood style. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just me. That's just me. I don't remember which one was the one with the fucking umbrella. I don't see crap though. We need very 1950s looking poses. I think I have a few. I don't remember what they called though. I think I might have passed them actually. Yeah, I want to do some I just recently made a character on Skyrim. Character came out fucking gorgeous, man. So I'm like, you know what? I need to do some more Skyrim and photo sets and stuff like that. I don't do enough at all. It's time to start adding some more because I make great looking characters. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Oops. the fiery sky in the background. I think we might have a little too much lighting. I kind of wanted to go for a not so heavy emphasis on the lighting. Blow my nose after this. I don't know what's going on. It is kind of cold. As much recording as I gotta do, it ain't gonna be too cold for long. Good, because I'm tired of my nose running. Ain't even sick, boy. Hold on, let me test something out real quick. Get rid of all the lighting, and let me go with one or two lights. I'm kind of trying to see here what direction we going for this one. I think I want less lighting. Give more of that natural on the beach 1950s look. It's not like they had the greatest you know, technology back then. So if I can, I kind of want to lean on that 1950s low light, you know, best we had type of lighting. See, I kind of like that right there. More simplistic looking, like you would see in a 1950s type of thing. Then again, at the same time, the higher end lighting does give us the better quality. I want to darken the background a little bit more too. Where did I have this at? 87? Yeah, see, I feel like this is a little too much lighting. I wanted something a little more old school, you know? Let's see, let me bring this down a bit. I'm gonna say about 40. This at about 10. Bring this up a bit. Say probably 85 should be good. Okay, no, that looks good. I need to test out non-ray tracing too. Make sure that look any good. I got it on ray tracing right now. That's what I usually do. I might start sticking with just regular ultra though, because I want to do I want to start doing my pictures in 4K more often. But that's not easy to do with ray tracing. A lot of times I can't handle it. That's clean though, but we're gonna see. We're gonna do some testers. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. This look good though. This look clean. This might work. I like the darkened clouds, the water shining off the I was about to say ice. The water shining off the ice. That's how it works. Sun shining off the water. I ain't never seen water shine off ice before. That don't even make sense. Let's see what that look like. That is very clean. See, that's the issue I'll be having though, is I can only do it in 2K when I'm rolling ray tracing. Otherwise, it becomes extremely laggy. The secondary problem is, oddly enough, ultra graphics handle regular ultra graphics, non-ray tracing. In some cases, oddly enough, a lot of cases. I don't know how I didn't notice that back then. I guess I was too busy trying to get that top-notch quality. Regular ultra graphics will sometimes do better for overall lighting than the ray tracing will. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're not the poses I'm looking for. I need some 1950s style poses. That would work if we had a chair here, but we don't, so it ain't. It's oddly enough, regular ultra will handle lighting better some dang how. Yeah, dang angle. Why am I sliding forward? What's going on? Ain't even touching nothing, it's just sliding forward on its own. The camera became free for a second there. Yeah, it handles lighting better. But there was some set of photos I was trying to do. I don't remember what, but something I was trying to do. And when I had it on ray tracing as I normally would, it looked awful. It was drowned out. The color was drowned out and crap. It just didn't look good. I move it down to regular ultra. Crap looked fine. It had me confused because ultra ray tracing is the one that has the lighting control and graphicals and all that extraterrestrial stuff. Not ultra. Not regular ultra, I mean. Ray tracing ultra is supposed to have the lighting control. Surprisingly enough, it did not. It was struggling to do its dang job. There should be. Because I used to use regular ultra all the time back in the day. Computer couldn't handle much more. I got better components and whatnot. Now it does mostly fine. I ain't gonna be able to record no full playthrough video on it. Like, I never mind using ultra or ray tracing ultra for these videos because it's not really the purpose of the video. You're not seeing a whole lot of movement anyways. You're really just watching, you know, me set up the photos and the themes and all that. So there doesn't need to be a whole ton of movement. But like if I was like doing a playthrough video and like they're actually like the gameplay is actually important, it would not work. I can't record a video in ray tracing. Can't create in ray tracing. If I attempted to record a video right now, like an actual gameplay video, would be horrible. The worst viewing experience known to mankind. But like this is fine. There's not a whole lot of movement required. So regular ultra works perfectly fine. Clean 60 FPS. I gotta reduce when I do a playthrough video. I gotta reduce the amount of mods I got though, because I got way too many, so it causes a lot of glitches and loading issues and crap. So I would have to resolve that, but other than that, that's clean. These are very clean. Okay. Other than that, you know, it's light work. Sometimes the regular lighting does look better. I've been using it a lot lately. I used to use it a ton back then. That was only because, yeah, like I said, it couldn't handle the ray tracing. Now it does just fine. Works. Then it did not work at all. Okay. I like the way her hand is cut. Oh, her fingers are in her dang face. But that's not gonna work now, is it? Did not realize her fingers were in her face. Literally, I thought she was just covering her eye. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It was not cool. He's coming out clean though, so we ain't gonna have to change nothing. We'll check for the next. It really depends on how much sunlight is in there and whether you use volumetric fog. Cause check the difference. Fog on. Okay, it's gonna clean up in a little bit. Okay, that's taking too long, but you see it. Fog on, fog off. Okay, there we go. With the fog, depending on what you're looking for, the fog can bring perfection. Right? Like, that's clean as fuck. Kinda makes me wish I would have kept the fog on there. You know what? Hold on. What were those first two? I didn't think about it till now. I said, cause she on the beach, so more than likely it's not gonna be an issue. But if you back out too far, sometimes the fog will show up on your character. But I forget that she's on the beach, so that's not gonna happen. I kinda wish I would have kept the fog on there because it's quite clean. Now, it depends on where your character at. If you're indoors, interior, and you're in a zone where there's a lot of fog, a lot of volumetric fog, you want to turn that bullcrap off. if you're in the outdoors where the fog won't affect your character nearly as much, I always use it. Because the beautiful scenery as you see now. Problem is I ain't think about it, so we done did half those pictures without it. Gonna have to go back. Gonna have to shoot. I know the last pose we just used because it's in this pack, but I don't know the pose for the first picture. I have to figure it out because it's clean. Clean right there. Boom. Perfect lighting. We got the beautiful background. Which shoot, I hope it don't stay looking like that when the photo loads. Usually it don't, but I don't know what the heck that pixelation is. You can see the individual pixels. How bad it is. It did not look like that. I'm mad as fuck. It doesn't look like that, but it don't look great either. I've never seen the volumetric fog look so bad. Alright, we're gonna have to go without it for now. It looked terrible. It ain't never looked like that before. I don't know what the heck was wrong with that. It's all good. It's still very clean without it. But yeah, if you're indoors, you don't want to use the volumetric fog. If you're outdoors, fog is perfect. It adds such gorgeous sceneries. You kind of don't want to, you know, don't really want to miss out on when you're doing certain styles of photos. Kind of want that volumetric fog, depending on what you're doing, of course. Really depends on the style you're going for. Probably gonna do two Skyrim photo session episodes. I was supposed to do some crap yesterday, but I was attempting to record a playthrough video, which semi-failed. It came out great. However, I realized that there was a mistake I kept making, and the reason why I kept getting bored while doing the playthrough videos. And I realized it's because I wasn't doing the playthrough just to do it and have fun with it. I was doing it to try to, like, perfect it for some dang reason. And that wasn't the point of it at all. So instead of just hopping on Skyrim and filming the playthrough, I got on there and I was trying to keep it on expert mode and make it hard and, you know, all this extraterrestrial bullcrap that nobody asked for. People just want to see playthroughs. I'm like, oh, okay, you make some playthroughs. I'm over here trying to put it on expert mode. You know what I'm saying? Not playing the game how I would play it. When not a single person was like, hey, you can't use any cheats or anything. No, people just like, oh yeah, do some freaking playthrough videos again. I told them it would be just the games that I want to play, and people didn't give a crap. I'm like, oh, shoot, I don't mean nothing. Let's do some playthroughs. My fool self. Kept trying to be Mr. Perfection. Mr. Perfection, man. Looks like a very uncomfortable angle, and her neck is long. Yeah, it would have been a good pose, but her neck long as fuck, and the spinal don't look right. Oh, here we go. I know dang well I had some 1950s theme poses. I found it. I'm not even sure which character what I'm gonna do. Normally I would set this stuff up the day before, but it got kind of late yesterday. Got late. I was not willing to do any dang thing except finally get some sleep. I'm being 100% honest. So late. Working on prep. Tired. I don't know what to do with that pose. That's clearly a pose that's supposed to be like on something. Not so much directly on the ground. I gotta add a dang couch to the beach. I have done that before. I'm gonna have to do it again. There's a lot of good sitting poses, but she ain't got nothing to sit on. But yeah, it got late. Like about 2 seconds from dozing off and crap. I ain't get to really do much of nothing yesterday, so I'm about to do a whole bunch today because we got to get a photos of the week episode out. Okay. With those dropping every Friday and whatnot. There, she's perfectly looking at the camera without actually looking at the camera. I mean, gotta get a photos of the week episode out, but I stayed up so dang late. I'm like, shoot, I might have to do some extra crap tomorrow. That's exactly what we're doing now. So I got in the play is always going for when it comes to car photos, it's always going to be BeamNG and Forza Horizon 5. So that's no issue because I got mad cars made. You know, Forza, you know, I got like 600 something cars, so getting pictures of cars is no task whatsoever. I got like 100 of them in my favorites, all the old schools, of course, and a couple of modern cars that are just great looking. And I just realized I have not taken a picture of my favorite modern Maserati, the Gran Turismo Sport 2013. Freaking love that car. It's been one of my favorite cars since I saw it on GTA 4. You feel what I'm saying? And once I found out what it is in real life, there was no exception. Still an amazing looking car. If it wasn't for the fact that the upkeep on a Maserati is probably horrendous, I'd try to get one. But it's a cheap cost up front. A lot of 2012, 2013, 2014 Maseratis can be bought pretty dang cheap with low miles. In great condition, believe it or not. And literally get your hands on an Italian GT car for like 30, 40, 50,000, right? Here's the issue. What's the fucking upkeep on a dang Maserati? Probably expensive as fuck, painfully expensive. Cripplingly expensive, unless you got money, of course, but yeah, I ain't got it like that, so that's what I'm trying to work toward. At this moment of time, upkeeping a Maserati probably wouldn't be the smartest of ideas. Or attempting it. Why does this thing keep sliding? It's like the camera gets free once I make it get too close to the ground and it starts sliding on its own. Oh, yeah, but as beautiful as that car is, yeah, no, not till I get some money. Not till I get some money in my hand. Because I'm sure that's not cheap to keep up with fucking Maserati. Can't be cheap. Maserati parts is probably expensive as fuck. You know, what's some intricate crap. You know what I mean? You gotta have some money, boy. Because at the time when they dropped, it was like $100,000. Depreciate fast, but that's just a lot of modern cars. A lot of modern cars depreciate fast. Old school cars are the ones that last much longer. Yeah, see, it slide on its own. I ain't touching crap. See, my hands is right in front of the mic. Hear me snapping? And it's just slide on its own. I got my controller plugged in, but that thing doesn't have stick drift. It's just doing it on its own when you touch the ground. And then I lift it and see, no slide. No sliding. Maserati though, man. Such a fancy car. Old school cars last longer though. They were made to last long. Therefore, their prices keep up. That's like today. If you wanted a Cadillac in the 80s, you was gonna pay what, like 50,000? Adjusting for inflation, that's about 100,000 a day. And guess what? If you want a fucking big old 70s Cadillac, brand spanking new from the factory condition, it's gonna run you, depending on the Cadillac, $80,000 to $120,000. Man, janky fucking car driving by loud as fuck, man. That thing gonna run you, boy. That thing gonna run you, especially if you're going for one of the big boys. Not so much like the Sevilles and crap like that. Those, probably not. With the big boys, the Fleetwoods and the DeVilles of the 70s era, before they got hit with the fake plastic everywhere. Of course, every car has a bit of plastic in it, but from a 75 Fleetwood Brougham is much different from a 93 Fleetwood Brougham. There are components in a 70s Fleetwood that a 90s Fleetwood wouldn't see because it's too expensive. And at that time, GM was getting real cheap. 93 came around and cars got hit with the gray plastic. First it was just trucks, because trucks are trucks. That was back when trucks were meant to be trucks. So that the interior wasn't meant to be something special. It was just meant to be, you know, a work vehicle. However, when the 90s hit, GM, Dodge, and Ford was like, hey, this gray stuff, this hideous gray stuff, and in Ford's eyes, that tan stuff, they do a lot of tan plastic. Put this hideous gray crap in everything. Look in the interior of a 98 Ram. It's got the same components of certain cars from that era. I think even the Dodge Viper suffered from cheap gray crap until Dodge realized how much people loved the Viper. They started making it a little bit more luxurious. But the Viper made sense though. It's a sports car. You kind of want to keep it light so that you can feel all the power of that 8-liter V10. But they put it in every freaking. It was gray crap in every car. So that the interior you find in a dang 70s Fleetwood ain't the same as the interior you find in a 90s Fleetwood. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same, baby. It ain't the same. Shoot. A lot of 70s. Shoot, the 50s, 60s, and 70s were the era of the most decadent cars. America had too much dang money. Even in the oil crisis. The cars got weaker, but they got a whole lot freaking bigger too. There's some big 60s cars, there's some big 50s cars, and there's some big 40s cars. But none of them compare to a freaking land barge out of the 70s. The LeBaron, I think that was the biggest car out of the 70s. The Fleetwood Brougham was massive. The freaking Lincolns were huge. A lot of Ford cars were huge. Lincolns, Fords, Buicks, Pontiacs. Everything was big. There's no point of even fucking splitting them up. Everything was big. If it was coming out of GM, it was big. If it was coming out of fucking Chrysler, it was big. If it was coming out of Ford, it was big. Everything was huge. Even the trucks were pretty fucking big. Look at them dang Suburbans from the 70s. Some things are massive. They're as long as the dang Cadillacs, but double the height. Everything from the 70s was just huge. With trucks, it made sense. It made sense for a truck to have a lot of plastics and stuff on the inside because it wasn't about luxury unless it was an SUV, because that was an actual family vehicle. Then that's where you got plush seats like the luxury cars and crap. But even that wasn't super often. That was like higher end trims. But then people started seeing that in the SUVs, and it was like, yo, what the fuck? I want that in my pickup truck. He was like, wait, what? But a pickup truck's a work truck. And like, man, I don't give a crap. I want that in my pickup truck. I don't pick up anything anyway. A lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, if I had a real nice old school truck, I wouldn't put a fucking thing in the back of that dang thing. You know what I'm saying? But then again, at the same time, what's old school now wasn't old school back then. You had people rolling around in pickup trucks like they were SUVs. That's why pickup trucks are so big now. These dudes don't be lifting nothing with 8 trucks. In my personal opinion, if you just simply enjoy trucks that much, then shoot, yeah, don't pick nothing up. Your truck. Although weirdly enough, a lot of people drive pickup trucks because they see SUVs as a woman's truck. That to me doesn't make sense. Vehicle is a vehicle. Choosing the largest truck on the road to be a woman's truck, I mean, I guess that's to each their own. But to me, a vehicle is a vehicle. A vehicle doesn't make a man or a woman. vehicle's a vehicle. But there's a lot of people who think like that. So to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I love a good muscle car. And for real, the only trucks I really give a crap about for real are semi-trucks. Those are my favorite vehicles. If I was a woman, it'd probably be the exact same thing. There's just something magical about a massive truck. Semi-trucks, buses, garbage trucks, box trucks. I just fucking love trucks. Okay, trucks, baby. I don't care what it is. Like I said, bus, large van, like a U-Haul, or not U-Haul, FedEx trucks, UPU, not USPS, not them little weird looking things. What's the big brown joint? I forget for some reason. UPS. I love trucks. Not the biggest fan of the Amazon one. It's a little weird looking. But trucks, man. Garbage trucks, semi-trucks, box trucks, grain trucks. If it's a truck and it's sporting a massive engine, doesn't even have to be diesel. Because there was some old school trucks back in the day that were gassers. That engines were huge. I was just watching a video of a big old rusty Ford T950 logger truck. Had a 434 cubic inch gasoline V8. That thing was beautiful. Okay, I just love trucks, baby. And that is all 10. Let's make sure these are clean and good in quality. I fucking trucks are love, trucks are life, baby. Okay. These are great. These look great. On to the next character. The perfect character for trucks, actually. Country V. Alrighty, we are now on Country V. Got her little suit, pantsuit type thing, the flats. I'm like, this is decently 50s, 60s-ish. The downside is there's not as much 50s stuff as I thought. And in terms of modded items, there's tons of 50s stuff. I just have too much of it, so I don't know where anything is. So I'm like, let me go about, I'm gonna say this is more like a 70s type of thing. I was trying to go 50s, but this is definitely more 70s. There's a specific hairstyle that's in this game that is quite 50s, especially for the black characters. But I forgot I replaced it with a mod, so I'm like, this will have to do. But yeah, it made her look more 70s, mid 70s if anything. But I mean, after all, this episode is centered around pinup, so 50s, 60s, 70s, as long as it is pinup, that's all that matters the most. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do for color here. Put that about 10. I'm gonna go with a 1 lamp setup here, or maybe 2. Typically do 2. One for facial features, facial highlighting and stuff like that. And another for, oh, oops, I thought I was lifting it up. And another for the main light. I'm not sure how well that'll work with this hairstyle. We so far out, actually. I probably could put this on a ray tracing. Oh yeah, we up here. I don't think I like this spot too much. How do I get there? I want her to be out there. Where's that at? Is there a door around here? Aha. I like that spot better. Despawn. Get out of my face. Despawn. Sir? Whose house is this? You know, there's gonna be people here. Anyways, I like this spot better. You can see out in the open. The background is all nice. The foliage. Okay. Right about here. I think the one issue I'm having is, if we're going to go with more of a 70s style, she would definitely look more 70s if she had her afro. So you know what? Yeah, we're going to switch her back real quick. Alright, boom. Now she looked 1970s. I looked up another thing. I'm like, what type of makeup styles was they doing? I saw lots of glitter and lots of deep reds. Okay, so I'm like, boom. Let's go with the yellow to match the yellow. She got yellow on the nails. Okay. The shoes is a yellowish color with like the snake skin type of thing. The black and yellow on the what's the name. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to get it right for this one. Okay, Okay, the last one was that perfect 60s look, although the afro might have been a little too much, but there's not a lot of curly hairstyles, so that was about the best choice. Although I probably could have given her a ponytail. Ponytail is pretty long lasting. Like I said, I had a 50s hairstyle. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. That joint gone. Well, I didn't have one, but there was one on the game. I mean, I never specifically went out of my way to look for one. There was one on the game. I don't know what the heck happened to it, though. Okay, I don't know what happened to that joint, though. I used it here and there. Not a whole lot, but here and there for certain old 50 sets I did back in the day. I don't know what the heck happened to that joint, though, boy. I don't know what happened to that, boy. What is this? I'm sorry, where is this at? It was the face lighting. The highlight face light. That jump pretty hard. Let's make that a little bigger. And tilt it upward. Boom. Then bring that down a little bit because it's really just supposed to be a highlight light. Main light. Gonna be a bigger spotlight. That way back as I usually do. Make that way brighter. But you know what? Because of what we're doing here, I might be able to just use the regular lights. Overall lighting, and bring that down, way down. It's nice and early in the morning. The sun is right there. Bring a little bit more sharpness, and then pull the color down a bit. Increase this, or decrease this. Down to 80. Oh, that looks magnificent. Blur is nice and strong too, because we're not on ultra. I mean, we're on ultra, we're not on ray tracing. So, ray tracing I really just use when I'm indoors. Honestly, that's the best way I could explain that. Ray tracing is best when your character is indoors. Outdoors, you don't really need it. Indoors, you do because there's a lot of weird clipping that happens without it. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Okie dokie. I wanted to use T-Bug for this, but I don't know where the fuck she at. Where's she at? Who's this? Oh, it's Denny. We're at her crib. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know where T-Bug at. I want to find T-Bug, but I don't know where she. Oh, there she go. Does it work though? It does not. My joint's a little glitched out. I don't know who the fuck is who. Oh, boom, look at that. I was telling y'all how Mel V's head is gone, and I don't know how to fix it. Well, there you go. That's proof. That's why I can't do any pictures with Mel V. His fucking head is gone. Literally, as you can very clearly see. I don't know what to do about that. Placide. Oh, that's not Placide. The heck is that? That boy look nasty. That ain't Placide. I don't know who that is. I don't remember him. Oh, that's Placide. Oh, he don't work. Anyways. Let's see here. Well, here's the fit, you know what I mean? That's the full fit. Okay. Still the same thing. It's a two-parter. Although, I don't have any furniture out here. Let's get, I think we would need like at least one seat. I just scratched the crap out of my nose and that hurts so much. I came in too dang fast, too hard, man. Now you be going to like scratch your nose or something. You kind of like jam your finger into your fucking nose or something on accident. I just did that and it hurt, stung quite a bit. It's a good chair. Oops. No, Breezy got all the heat, so we're gonna go straight to Breezy. I need a chair, man. Just a simple chair, man. Green leather chair. That is pretty old school looking. Go ahead and grab that. That is very I could see this gaudy fucking chair in someone's office. That is definitely some 70s crap. 70s was pretty gaudy. I don't know if it was as gaudy as the 50s, but it's Those are two very gaudy eras, so it works either way. We already got the lighting and quality that we're looking for. Say about here. Good. Get out the way. I'm gonna say in terms of cars, the 50s was definitely the most gaudy. We were all World War II, so money was flowing, and America was just putting money in every dang thing. We had jet cars and crap, actual jet cars, although the government was like, y'all better stop that bull crap. That was Plymouth, I think, that tried that. Government wasn't having that. Or no, was that GM? I think that was GM. It was either GM or Plymouth, one of the two. I think it might have been Plymouth. Let me see. 1950s turbine, or was it the 60s? Turbine car. What year was it? It was Chrysler. Okay, I was close. So Chrysler tried to make a jet-powered car, in which they did. It was extremely good. So good that, you know, like I said, the government was like, okay, y'all doing too much. Relax with that fucking gas-saving bullcrap you trying to do. You know what I mean? Forget a Tesla. Chrysler was been on that. They got in trouble for it too. Because the problem is there's not as much money in that market. So if people had a bunch of fucking well-made hydrogen or whatever the fuck powered cars, which is extremely cheap, if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines, whatever the fuck it is. Either way, they got in trouble for it. Because it was too something. It was too good, too something, and the government wasn't having it. And they told them to get it out of there. They're doing too much with that little turbine car. We have an issue here, my good folks. The picture came out beautiful. For some reason, the sun has black edges around it. I don't know why that is. Is that the depth of field? Oh, it's the depth of field. Go about... Oh, I can actually see it. I just realized that. What this is. I was realizing. Edges here. That goes away at about 20. Where I usually do my depth of field at anyways. Let's do that one more time. I just saw a little bit. It wasn't too bad though. Should be good. Yeah, that's good. Alright, boom. I'll just delete that first one. Check the cleanliness on this man. See, clean as fart, boy. Beautiful. 1970s theme right here, boy. 1970s pinup styles. That's what I had to look up. Like, what was they doing in the 70s, man? Huh? But yeah. Not the volumetric fog. That ain't really necessary anyways. Still nice and dense with this early morning sun. The black and yellow. So we're gonna do 5 of her standing up and then 5 of her seated. Right now the chair's just a prop. It's just there to be there. You know what I mean? Be there or be square. You feel what I'm saying? Still don't know what the heck that means. Be there or be square. What does it mean to be square if you're not there? You know, I thought square was like, oh, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't bang, no crime, nothing. I thought that's what was being a square. If you're late to something, that makes you a square too. What does it mean, huh? Back up a little bit, back up a little bit. I'm about to move the lights, but this is perfect. This is beautiful. This is perfection. The quality, the color. Oh, there we go. I needed to remove the shadow. She had a lot of shadow underneath her chin. Oh, her belt actually too. Her belt is shadowed up as well. Yeah, slide that over. Boom. You know what I'm saying? The quality is clean, but I'm stretching. The quality is beautiful. I can't be too disappointed with this one at all. I'm gonna have to go with the favorite pose. This is always a fan favorite. A personal favorite as well. Do I use it too much? Absolutely. But who the fuck is complaining? Not me. Boom. I don't know what the heck that thing was powered on though, now that I'm thinking back on it. Was it a hydrogen car? Or was it some other crap? I know they don't let you do waters. You can't do water cars. There was a dude that made a water car. I think he lost everything. Let me see. Chrysler turbine car. The thing had 41,000 RPMs. That's ridiculous. Powered by a turbine engine. Oh. Oh, I think it's a literal turbine. Why did they not let it go through though? Wondering why they didn't. They have too much range? Oh, it was a dang Plymouth. Okay, I was right. Like, I know dang well it's a Plymouth. It is a goodness. It is a Plymouth. It was made by Chrysler, of course, but it's Plymouth. No, Chrysler, which is Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge. I think it became Jeep at some point. I think Jeep was under Ford for a hot minute. Actually, hold on, let's do a full body joint. You can't really see the shoes. I just realized that we did this whole joint in only one photo stars, the little flats. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I was right. I'm like, I know dang well that thing was a Plymouth. I know my cars got dog. I know my cars, man. Alright, now we need some seated poses. Now this outfit was supposed to have fishnet stockings, but it ain't work because they were glitching through the actual. What the fuck? Why she jolting? They were glitching through the outfit. What are some gold poses? I should have used those. And for the next character, we still got one more after this. So I was gonna do Mexico V for the next one, but I think I just remembered I already did a 1950s style photo set for her. I think she was in the last episode, if I'm not mistaken. So, wait, no, she wasn't in the last episode. But I do so many dang 50s themed photos on her. It really wouldn't make much sense to make her be in this lineup when she already has a trillion 1950s set up. Make sure she actually sit in the seat. I done so many dang 1950s themed photos on her. She'll be fine without a 50th 1950s thing. That is her main style I do for her all the time. Is 50s or pinup style overall, not just 50s, but pinup overall. That's just her style. Because she's supposed to be more of a professional. This character and a lot of my characters, I do their stuff based off the level of professionalism I want on them, or based off of what type of character they are. Certain characters like this character, you're not gonna see me do anything too crazy with because that's not her style. She's supposed to be more of a professional. As where other characters you might see a little bit more just because that is their thing. That's what they do. Like the next character we're about to use, that is definitely what I do with that character. As you will see by her outfit. There's a lot more going on with her outfit than the rest of these characters. The rest of these characters, very, regular pin-up. Next character, she's definitely more of a playboy style. Or more of that 1950s playboy style. Venus. The yellow suit, man. But yeah, no. It was some reason they shut the joint down. I think it either had it was too cheap. But you know, you gotta bring in the cash. It was too cheap because I think it had too much range. I don't remember. You might have to look it up yourself. Oh shoot, hold on now. Relax now. You might have to check it out yourself because I don't remember the exact reason. All I know is they didn't want that thing around for some specific reason. I'm thinking it was because it was too cheap. It had way too much range. Which, you know, you're not allowed to do that. You can't make you're not allowed to make cars that can run fucking centuries. I mean, think about it, right? We got all these battery powered cars and a lot of these things fucking suck. You could easily run miles on a gasoline car or a hybrid. A dang Prius will run laps on one of these dang new electric cars that keep dropping. All these electric cars that keep dropping stink. They got terrible range. The new Dodge that dropped, which I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. That new Dodge, that thing only got like 200 to 240 miles. You could probably easily do that in one gas tank with most regular gas cars. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these cars suck. Now, it's probably on purpose. I was about to say, I think it's on purpose. I don't think it's on purpose because I don't actually know or give a crap, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is on purpose. I mean, me personally, I don't care because I'm not going to be driving an electric car. I like the sound of a gas engine just too much. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a little 4-banger, an inline 6, a V8, an inline 8. You know what I mean? Diesel, gasoline. I just love the sound of a gasoline engine. You know what I'm saying? But I would not be surprised that if a lot of these cars are not meant to go far on purpose. Because it's like, you know, for the new electric technology, a lot of these dang electric cars ain't got no fucking range, baby. It might just... Oh, that's too much. Well, I thought that would work on this little old chair. A lot of these dang electric cars ain't got no real range on them. Like, I thought these were supposed to be, you know, the future. Real rangy cars, you know? The futuristic cars that can go forever and electrics and stuff. Nah, a lot of these joints got trash range. Definitely gonna be using that pose for the next character. I don't remember that pose. Oh, this is a new pose pack. I completely forgot about this. I be downloading so many dang mods, I forget that I download crap sometimes. It's all for these photo sessions. I don't actually use much of these at all when I'm actually in game. That's why when I do a playthrough, I'm probably gonna have to disable most of these mods. Probably just the heavy mods though, cars and stuff like that. I'll probably just keep the old schools on. Disable all the modern cars. I'm gonna disable most of them though, just because I would like to keep my gameplay as clean as possible. Keep it pretty, but disable most of the gameplay, you know what I mean? What? I said disable most of the gameplay. That'd be a trashy video. You know, I'm looking for good sitting poses, but I'm not going to any of the joints where the sitting poses are. I keep going to the joints where there's just regular poses. Freaking idiot. Like, where's all the good sitting poses? Probably in all the sitting poses. Which is... Oh, that's another joint. And boom. Now things have just become a whole lot easier, folks. But yeah, a lot of these electric cars ain't got range like that, and it's probably on purpose. Outside of the fact that, you know, weight, of course, is a factor, and a lot of these dang electric vehicles are heavy as fuck. Like y'all do know, you know, in order to get more range, you gotta make the car lighter. But they so busy wanting them to be luxurious too, you gotta choose one, okay? A lot of the times when you're going for a car that's supposed to be able to save gas, you want to keep it, or save gas, save cash and all that. You kind of want to keep it light, because if you don't keep it light, then weight plays a major factor. That new dang Dodge car that came out, these fools went with all-wheel drive and electric. and made it bigger, the thing is nearly 6,000 pounds without a driver, folks. That is absurd. No Dodge Charger has ever been that big and that heavy. Okay, your first gen Chargers, like 60, 65, 66, those things were like, what, 34, 3,500 pounds? Then your second gen, which is your 68s to 70, those were like 36, 37, 38, depending on the Charger. If it was the Charger Daytona, it was a little heavier because it had all the aerodynamics and all that, the cone and stuff like that, and the giant wing on the back. But it was super fast. It had a bigger engine and whatnot than the average, right? It depends on what engine you get. If you get the smallest engine, then obviously your car is going to be much lighter. If you get the biggest engine, which is the 440, you know what I mean? It'll be much heavier, but it'll have that power. Of course, the most powerful being the 426, you know, and that was the world-renowned engine and all that. Then, from like, what, 71 to 73 with his third gen style, it got even heavier. Thing could, depending on who was driving it, thing could easily see 4,000 pounds. It's like, yo, these Chargers getting kind of heavy, ain't they? Then skip all these years where the Charger disappeared, comes back in 2006. The thing is somewhat where it once was. Then they start getting up to like 4,000. I think the last Charger before this goofy looking electric one was like 4,400 pounds. Thing was heavy, dude, heavy, without driver. 4,400, no driver, heavy as fuck. This new joint, 5,900 pounds with no driver, dude. How the fuck you supposed to get long range and distance when your car is a dang brick and weighs as much and more than most large SUVs? I think that's about a weight of a dang Suburban without the biggest engine. A Suburban with the small engine is like 58, 5,900. How the fuck you pull that off? In a car, all-wheel drive and electric. These fools trying to get it. They trying to get the best of both worlds, man. The point of an electric car is for range, is it not? Now, of course, you got those crazy fools like Rivian who be making them fucking monster hypercars and crap, electric hypercars, but that's different. Okay, a hypercar with a crap ton of horsepower is different. Dodge Charger is a muscle car. The whole point of a muscle car was to be a cheap sports car. Had more power than a sports car, looked better, honestly, in most cases. And it was more fun. It was more about the fun of it. Now these fools trying to make an electric, luxury, muscle cars and crap. That doesn't even make sense. That's not even what a muscle car was. Was no, you know what, I want a luxurious muscle car. That was like Buicks and stuff. That was if you were willing to spend the big bucks, the big cash. Okay, that was your Buicks. Problem is, Buick don't make muscle cars no more. Okay, Buick don't do that no more. The lighting is off because the way the chair. I'll figure out a way to fix it. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point of Buicks back then. Who's out here trying to have luxurious muscle cars? Minus the muscle. The dang thing is so fucking heavy. It has 670 horses. But in a technical sense, due to its weight and all the extra bullcrap, it technically only has 300 something. Which is, that's like a fucking 2014 Expedition, dude. And even I'm pretty sure you could do a burnout in 2014 Expedition. Dang Chargers is so heavy. You can't even do a burnout in them. The whole point of a muscle car is for raw power and fun. Not horrible fucking speaker sounds, which is so bad. It sounds so bad. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. It does not sound good at all. It's not reminiscent of a muscle car. They got better sounds than fucking Forza. They should have hired the Forza team to give them some dang sounds. The sounds is awful. There is no shifting sound, so when you're driving, you're constantly in first gear going up like a dang jet. It's terrible. I don't know who put that bullcrap on the market. Oh, the dude that got fired. That's who. He got rightfully fired. See, the problem is, You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? No hate to my European folks out there, but it's a lot of European folks who will drop into America car companies and stuff like that, and then they try to make these American vehicles and brands like that of what they got in Europe. The problem is it ain't the same. I mean, it's not the same at all. The cars you see in Europe are not similar to the cars you see here in America. A lot of people ain't looking to have no dang electric muscle car. It doesn't make sense. An American muscle car is what Americans want, okay? Cheeseburgers, beer, and fucking muscle cars. Okay? Depending on the person, some blondes, depending on some person, some thick chocolate, alright? That's what people want. Not fucking Latinas. Can't forget the Latinas, okay? Not some dang electric goofy muscle car that emits terrible quality electric car noises. The crap drones too, it drones. You know how bad you will lose your fucking mind constantly hearing that bullcrap? It's like, it would be like driving a supercharged semi-truck. It just wouldn't work. That's why you don't see superchargers on semi-trucks. You will lose their fucking mind. You just gotta hear the whine the entire time. Because of the low RPMs, it would probably be loud as fuck throughout the entire drive. You would lose your mind, dude. That crap sucked. I don't know what they was thinking with that one. I kind of do actually. Like I said, it was a European dude. But they don't be knowing. Muscle cars, you can't, you know what I mean? When you think about Dodge, Ford, Chevy, muscle, okay? Dodge, Ford, Chevy at the time, Pontiac at the time, Buick at the time, Oldsmobile, okay? It was all about muscle cars. Cadillacs and Lincolns, those were your big luxury hot rods, okay? They were luxury cars, absolutely, but they had way more horsepower than they probably needed. You know what I'm saying? Tons of fucking torque, too. You can make one of them big fucking Lambos decently fast. Okay? That's what it's all about. Come to America trying to turn, you know, hot rods and muscle cars into electric cars with terrible quality sound systems that give it fake muscle car noises. And it's more expensive and less powerful, way uglier. I don't know what they were thinking on the design. It looked like somebody took the front end of a Javelin and put it on a Charger. The front and back do not match up. The design is so bad to me. I know there's probably mad people talking like, what the fuck is this man talking about? I guess that's why people enjoy my videos. I'm just good at rambling about stuff, and right now I'm talking about something that most people probably have no clue. Or maybe you do. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You probably agree. The thing fucking sucks. Like, ugh. I better go ahead bring that fucking Charger, the original Charger back. Alright. A lot of people didn't like the 4-door. Probably mad people who appreciate the 4-door Charger now. But you know what? The 4-door Charger wasn't so bad when you see that piece of dang garbage. I personally didn't mind the 4-door Charger. Is it the old school? Of course not. No car is the old school. The only way you're going to get the old school and appreciate the old school is by having the old school. But it was a whole lot better than that bullcrap they just released. That's for dang sure. Modern Chargers, I actually didn't mind them. Would I have personally got one? Probably not. I'm an old school fiend. I just love old school cars. That's what I'm trying to do when I get my money right. That is one thing I absolutely need is an old school. I've been glued to Oldsmobiles right now. Quality on these pictures are fucking gorgeous. I've been glued to the old schools. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm looking at a 84 to 87 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Okay. Preferably the 442 so I could get that lovely 350 Rocket. However, because the 305s are near invincible engines, I don't have too many issues with grabbing one of those too. I mean, there's a few modifications you could do to it anyways to give it a bit more power. I wouldn't do too much because they're extremely reliable engines and I would like to keep that reliability. But at the same time, because it's a V8, American V8 is going to sound nice You open it up a little bit. You don't even have to do that much to it. I would do simple upgrades, nothing too crazy. I wouldn't be trying to slap superchargers on it and parking all this extra stuff where it has a possibility of grenading. I would like to keep it mostly where it is. That would keep it pretty dang healthy. Keep it real reliable still. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glued to the old schools. I'm looking at some old school. You know what I'm saying? So do I like the modern Chargers? Yeah, they're not bad looking. Would I personally drive one? Probably not. But they're just way better than that bullcrap they just did. Let's get over to Venus. Okay, we got the fit, we got the theme. We're on Japanese V here. Look here, folks. Finding 1950s style stuff is hard. But you know what's even harder? Finding 1950s style Japanese stuff. Okay, so we went with this hairstyle. I don't like it too much, but she rocks it decently well, so we're gonna stick with it. The biggest issue I was having, the outfit not so much. This is very much it could fit in the 50s depending on what you're doing. If we were mostly leaning on pinup here, so you wouldn't really see this on somebody with pinup style, but for this character we're leaning more on Playboy style, which is something you would definitely see. Playboy was definitely, it was pinup, but for adults? I think pinup was too, but I guess it depended on the person. I don't know. I wasn't born in the 50s, so I don't know, you know. I don't know anything about magazines and copping magazines, and if there was age restrictions on that crap, I wouldn't know. I wasn't born. Born in the era of where most of that crap was digital. Personally, I don't take part, but you know, it's more digital these days. I said these days. It's been digital for a minute. Oh, you know what? What was the poses that I said I should have used on the last character? I should use them on her, since we're here now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make use of the couch here. I mean, I guess it's just kind of there for what's next. We got another issue here. The dress is clipping quite a bit. These. She got too much legs going on. I think that's the problem. I think we can make it work. Clipping at the fucking leg, the bottom half. How's it clipping there? Oh my goodness. I just spit every fucking where. Got all on my dang hand. Just scratch my ear real quick. I'm like, why the heck is my hand wet? I look down. Can you know how you be talking and like a random rain shower happens? I fucking hate that crap. Then they're talking and crap. Your mouth just decides that everything. Never mind. Never mind. Give up on that sentence while I'm ahead. That was definitely about to sound a little crazy. You know, stop that sentence while we're ahead. Go ahead, grab another one. Dual light setup here. So that lighting is a little too much. We don't need that much light. We only need a little bit of light, and then we'll do a light for the background. Boom, that. Oh, spin the dang thing. Put that like right over here in this corner, and then make it real nice and bright. Got too much extra lighting. Say right there should be good because we don't really want it on her. We just need it for the background. See it on her quite a bit though. It shouldn't be too much. Like right there. And disconnect that one. Stay right there. Lower those right about there, and that should be good. I should go with the full light. Checking real quick. This is what I was saying earlier. Unfortunately, with the ultra lighting, as you can see, it doesn't count the legs for some reason. But if you can manage to mesh that in with everything, it's a pretty easy fix. Gotta make sure it meshes properly. I probably could do this on ultra graphics. Oh goodness. Or ray tracing ultra. I'm on ultra. Ray tracing ultra is what I meant to say. Actually, let's keep her looking away from me. Do we really need the couch? I kind of want to go with a white couch. If she's wearing this all this white, it'd be better if she had a white couch to sit on. Pink one. White is better matching. Actually, no. Back it up. Oops. There we go. Makes more sense. You're rocking a full white outfit to have a white couch instead of a pink. Forward. And boom. That's about. Actually, okay. I think I'm gonna go with the. I think I'm gonna stick with the full light setup. Full light setup gave us a cleaner, better view, and kept the room nice and shiny too. Clear. Typically, when I'm trying to go for a more professional look, I do the full light setup. If I want it to look like the characters just doing their own thing, then I go with the single or dual light setup. Sometimes a slight triple. That'll be a third backup light. That kind of just adds. I'm gonna say, what the heck is it? Kind of just adds on to it though. Typically, I use that for the character's face. So if the lighting on their face isn't as good as I want it to be, then I'll add a third lamp, which will act as a backup light. That's a little color going on. There. I'm gonna say it better not adjust. Perfect. Perfect. What that looks like. Everything came out clean so far. It is clean. I think the thing I'm not liking is her background. Everybody else's background was clean. Victoria Country V had the nice, beautiful plants, the sunlight in the background, beautiful marble stone everywhere. The OGV had the, you know, the beach with the water and stuff in the background. As where this character is just a large window. The lighting in this room isn't very good either because of how small it is. I could do much better in terms of background, I feel. So let's find a new spot. I might just build her own. Actually, you know, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna build her own background. Okay, I'm building the room, right? We're trying to go with a 1950s theme, right? Who the fuck is this lady? I recognize her dang face, but I don't know who she is. I've seen her before. Isn't that like a 1950s icon? And somebody let me know, man. Who the fuck is she? I know that face. I just don't know who she is because I don't watch movies. That's not true. I don't watch very many movies. There's like 13 movies I give a crap about, and that's it. Now you're probably wondering, what's those 13 movies? Well, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, The Thing, 1981. Where the heck is this picture at? Oh, there we go. God, I made this a little too big. Holy. You're not even gonna be able to see this in the dang photo. What's the other movies? Duel. Convoy. Smokey and the Bandit. And that's dang near about it. Oh wait, the first and second Fast and Furious movies. Maybe the third one too. The third one was pretty cool. That was when they added Ludacris. Before the movie started getting ludicrous. Yeah, I don't know who this lady is. I've seen her face, but I don't know her name. Let me make that just a little. Hopefully it shows up. Sometimes, if I'm remembering correctly, some of these photos turn black when you try to use them. Okay, this should be good. We just gotta put a roof on this piece, and this should be beautiful. And boom, there it is, folks. The room has been built. Something simple, something light, you know what I mean? Keep the swag on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna make it work, though, because this crap is adjusting like crazy. Every little bit I move, it makes it adjust. Okay, that looks a million times better. We should be good. That is stupid clean, too. That is dumb clean. Yeah, I wanted you to be able to see the picture more. I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure she's an actress, right? I don't know crap about movies. I don't know crap about 50s. I don't know crap about people. You know what I'm saying? If when it comes to the 50s, you want to give me some 50s trivia, ask me about some vehicles, I'll let you know. Okay? Anything else, I ain't got that, son. Yo, son, I ain't got that, you know what I mean? If they ask somebody else about the little movies and actress and actors and stuff like that, I don't know crap. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Bronx Tale. That's a really good one. Although I would have to agree with people. I saw a lot of people saying the ending felt a little rushed. I'm gonna have to agree with that. There's a few movies I like. It's definitely not just so many. I just recently saw Goodfellas. That was good. Right. Just recently saw Goodfellas for the first time. There's a few movies I like, but you notice they're all old as fuck, sci-fi or hood movies. It's either a mafioso movie, a hood movie, or something sci-fi, and they're all old, or something involving vehicles, and they're all way older than I am. Most of the movies I like came out before I was born, and the few that I do like that came out after I was born is still like early 2000s, like Fast and Furious and crap like that. Definitely not opposed that she would be doing. Let's have it where she's looking at something somewhere. See, that's why I wanted to make the photo a little smaller so you could really see it. This is, I got her at like 13 feet tall, so you can't really see it. You could at least see who and what the photo is, you know, it'd be kind of swaggy just to have it, you know what I mean? Let's put that right there. Let's get some more lighting to her right side here. Yeah, billiard ball to use for her to look at. Number 14, billiard ball. Move this out this way. Bring it way up here. Better not reset. Oh, shit. Whoa, hold on now, that's a little too much. Let's go back to the ball. That's not the direction I wanted her to be looking in. It always helps too when your character is staring directly at the item. Okay, she looked kind of terrified. I don't think she really want to look at this billiard ball. Where the fuck is this ball? I don't even think I really know where this thing is anymore. That's pretty good though. I don't mind that. And oops. Bring the lighting a little lower here to reduce the shadow in her chin area. I mean, that should be good right there. That's clean. That's way better than what we were doing before. Ow! My back! That is a million times better than what we were doing before. The building just didn't have good lighting. You gotta be careful with small indoor buildings. If you're gonna go with an indoor building, you should probably just build one yourself. What I always do is, I go at the very top, the dam view. Let me show you. Oh, you can't see it because we're in what's the name? Okay, I can't back out. But when you're in the menu and you go to the teleport menu and it says dam view, that's where I do all these photos at. Matter of fact, so I build rooms. For most of my pictures, I build a room. As you can see, you're on top of one of the tallest skyscrapers. Not only does this reduce your lag by quite a bit, you can easily do photos in 4K. I'm still doing them in 2K right now because I'm in ray tracing. But you don't per se need ray tracing all the time. So if you want to do your photos in 4K, you easily could. You know what I mean? 4K maximum graphics is super easy to pull off because we are at the very top of the world where there's practically no lag, no issues up here. And that is why I do so many photos at the top of this spot. You just don't face any real issue. It's extremely helpful being able to take and do your photos without real lag issues. The billiard ball. Gotta lift it up a bit because her finger's going her chin. Ball is probably like a mile away now. I'm not actually paying attention to where it's going. I'm just the dang thing. Okay, there we go. Better. But yeah, I go out to the very top of the world. That's how you reduce your lag by 10 folds. Okay, reduce lag. Reduce lag, go into any quality you want with 0 issues. The best way to do it right here. Without the damn view, things are much harder. Then let's just say you can't find a spot. Which a lot of times I'll be struggling to find spots, okay? This game ain't been as long out as GTA, so I don't know the terrain nearly as well. I don't be knowing spots off the top of my dome, right? So if I can just teleport to a spot and be all good, that's a much better choice, okay? Versus trying to, you know, attempt to create a spot, not ever be able to find one. You don't know where the heck to go. Feel what I'm saying? It's a whole lot easier to make a spot than to find a spot. I couldn't find a good spot for her for a hot minute. However, I made this little spot in 2 seconds flat. Okay, as long as she's looking at the camera, that pose ain't gonna work. I'm gonna find a different pose for her that won't require her to be facing downward so much, I guess. This might be. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to make a spot, believe it or not, than it is to find one. Plus, a lot of times, the positions you create might not even are always going to fit what you're looking for, as where spots you find not so much. Like for the last 2 characters, it's easy to go to the beach and do beach sceneries with the 1950s theme. Then for Country V, it's easy to pull up to any really nice, clean, and pristine mansion with some real 70s looking gear on. However, when you need a zone that might look like a 1950s spot. There's not a whole lot of those here in good old Cyberpunk. Not a whole lot of them at all. If there even is any, I don't know. So, it's a whole lot easier to just make her a background, make a prop set for your character, than to find one. Making a prop set, I can easily make that happen. Like, if I need a spot for a character, like, or shoot, matter of fact, perfect one was I needed when I did the country episode, which was on the gaming channel, I needed a spot for all of my country characters that didn't look like they were in California. So I built one myself. My one character being from Louisiana, I was easily able to make it look like she was in Louisiana. Country V being from Kentucky, I have multiple photos where I always make it look like she's in a grassy area like Kentucky. The Texas V, hers was a little easier because there are some desertous spots in Texas, so I didn't have to do too much for that character. It was pretty simple for that character when I made her spot. She was grilling some food while being in Texas, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do too much to pull those off. That is the beauty of building your own set. And all of those sets were built. I would find a general location, like for Louisiana V, I wanted it to look like she was in the bayous. There's a spot here in Cyberpunk that has a low amount of water, so I used that, spawned a bunch of grass and trees in it. It was perfect. It made it look like you know what, I forgot we got the couch back seed poses. It made it look like she was in Louisiana with the setup that I was able to make her. Gotta be very, okay, never mind. Gotta be careful here. Got the dress flipping issue is rough. It was a whole lot better to build a set sometimes than it is to attempt to find one. Sometimes you just can't find nothing. You just can't think of nothing. But if you build one, it's a whole lot easier. Even if you're not building nothing too crazy like this. This is a very simple set, but it's very simple. It's classy. It works. It's everything we want for this character. I mean, it's not too crazy. It is a perfect built set. What I was looking for. I wouldn't have found it had I not built it myself. Sometimes you gotta build to you know what I'm saying? It's like the car scene. Built versus bought. Reason why built wins a lot of the times is because you built it, you took the time to put it together, you put everything that you needed to put it into it, and boom, it came out how you wanted to. As we're bought, you know, the factory builds it, they put it together, it doesn't exactly come out how you want it, but it is what it is. Even if it is fast, even if it's slow, it is what it's supposed to be as a factory built vehicle. I mean, I do my backgrounds for my characters. Much like Fallout. It's the exact thing I do in Fallout. Fallout, a lot of times when I'm doing my character sets and all that, there's not a whole lot of spots you can go in Fallout that aren't destroyed. So I build them myself. Makes things a whole lot easier. I didn't take 5 photos, but yet there is 5. Did I forget to delete one from the last? Something just flew in my eye. It hurt. Ow. Dude, why is it taking so long? Hold on. Better not crash on me. Okay, here we go. A long minute. A hot minute. Okay, I did do 5. I don't remember doing 5. Oh, the first one, that's right. Did that one kind of straight off the bat, so I kind of forgot about it. The quality on these are superb, boy. These are high quality. What the heck was that? Oh, that's the beam to the building. I'm looking at it. Put nothing down that big. You're on something though. An entire tower. Staring to the side for a little bit. Give it a regular straight. I typically keep her face fairly straight, much like OG. She's typically a very serious looking character. A lot of my characters have specific looks that I go for. With this hairstyle though, it's not working. I typically keep her straight face with her normal hairstyle, which is shorter and bangs in her face. Makes her look a lot more, not so angry. You look a little angry with this hairstyle. As she should be. It's not the best looking hairstyle. She rocking it, but it ain't a good looking hairstyle if I'm being 100% honest. She is rocking it well, but it is, pretty ugly, if I'm being honest. This is, Meredith's hair. This is Stout. Even Stout rocks it well, but it's still ugly. I don't mean, just, you know what I mean? Just because somebody rock it nicely don't mean it's not ugly. Still an ugly hairstyle. It's pretty freaking ugly. That forehead go crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But if the character rocks it, then it'll work. For the meantime. You will be promptly given her regular hairstyle right after this. Definitely not be saving this with this hair on her head. That is not, cannot, will not be happening. This hairstyle ugly. You rocking it though. Down. 1, 2. There we go. Perfect. That's gonna be, as soon as we're done with this character, that's gonna be a full couple of sets, and then we're gonna move straight to some Skyrim. I'm gonna do 2 on there, because, like I said, there was some old photo sessions that I did on the gaming channel. I don't want to take them down, though, because they're old. I've lost enough videos. I've lost enough videos, so I don't want to take them down. However, I am gonna redo some of the ideas I did over there, here. Dang near all of them, honestly. So, sooner or later, you'll see an episode with all my Asian characters, which I did, all my native characters, which I did, chocolate characters, Latinas, white characters. I'm doing all that and do the southern episode again. Of course, they're going to be different. Take over the same pictures, that'd be stupid. But, yeah. Now, those photos I did over there, I want to do them over here. Or those sessions I did over there, I want to do them over here. I just don't want to delete those, though. I've lost enough of my old videos. And stupid moves. I'm gonna lose more. Lost enough. I'm gonna keep them up over there. Just, probably private them over time, just because they won't really fit on the channel. Won't be much of a purpose of, they're good over there for now, but when the time comes. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to remake them here. It wouldn't matter much, honestly, getting rid of them. At the moment, it just wouldn't be the smartest idea to remove. But yeah, I do want to, as time goes on, give her a joint where her eyes are closed. As time goes on, they won't stay up forever, but for the meantime, they're gonna stay up. I did get a lot of my old videos back, especially the ones that were the most important, like the ones I did with my brothers and sisters. I got a few of those back, luckily. Good old Rumble. I was never really a big fan of Rumble. I was gonna upload over there for a little while. My dad at the time, he was like, "Yeah, it seemed like a good idea," but you know, unfortunately. You tell people that, hey, over here you'll have free speech. The losers come around. They gotta ruin things, of course. So at first, Rumble seemed like a cool place where you would be able to upload your videos, and I was gonna upload them side by side with my YouTube uploads. Which is exactly what I was doing. But over time, much like, Kick, I think it's called, Kick. Much like Kick, the losers came around and, you know, oh, we could do and say whatever we want, and so they go around the streets harassing people and crap and then making content out of that. It was like, that's a platform I'd probably rather not be a part of. I would rather not be on that. This Rumble did start off as that. Started off as a place where people would go and not be censored, so heavily censored by YouTube. Although, honestly, there's not much you have to do to not get censored. Like these videos, I don't get get restrictions on these because I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm working on some photography, keeping it that photography. That's it. However, you know, when you got people trying to do the most, that be killing me. I remember I saw a dude on Nexus. He was showing one of his mods. He was mad that one of his videos got taken off of YouTube, and he was all upset. So he put the video elsewhere to upload it to Nexus. I watched the video. I'm like, you're surprised this got booted off of YouTube? His character was completely nude. Just big old typical Skyrim balloon biddies all over the dang place. It's like, what did you think was gonna happen? Why do you think that this would have ever lasted on YouTube, sir? You should have put this over on the on the fucking on the dang hub, if anything, son. Okay. Yeah, like, no way that was gonna last. So, what you thinking? And somebody was like, you should put it on Rumble. They're a lot less censored. And I'm like, or just, you know, like a video where the character isn't butt fucking naked, running around with absurd and ridiculous physics. Don't ask me what video that was, because I don't remember that bullcrap. Like I said, I don't partake in that type of thing. So. Don't ask where that video is. I don't remember. I wasn't trying to remember either. It's like, you can't be surprised when you get in trouble when you're doing crap like that. That was the issue. A lot of the degenerate folks moved on over to Rumble. Kind of ruined it for me. There was a lot of people who was trying to mess around with Rumble, and they stopped too. Because it got flooded. It's not as bad as Kick. Not nearly as bad. Still decent. Plus they kept wanting me to verify. I had to verify like 5 times. I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. Like the 5th fucking time I'm verified, and they tell me, you can't use this number too many times. I'm like, so you have the information that I verified the first time. Why am I verifying another 6 times? Like, you can't use the same number to verify. It's like, huh? Why the fuck am I verifying again then? Like, what the fuck? That was another reason. Got tired of verifying every 2 seconds. That got tiresome quickly. I don't know if that was an issue in the system or what, but yeah, no, that got old fast. So this is the 60th time I've done verified. Got this dang couch back here, but we ain't used it once. Problem is, our dang dress is clipping. Yeah, the constant verifying, and then the community got worse and worse. Now, the biggest problem with Rumble, though, wasn't really the goofy, fucking brain-dead streamers running around, so-called pranking people, really just harassing people. Yeah, that wasn't the point. That wasn't the problem with Rumble. Rumble started getting flooded with you got the people who do the conspiracy theories that make sense. You got people who do conspiracy theories for views or just off their fucking rocker. There was a lot of those folks on Rumble. Started flooding Rumble. The off the rocker folks. Not the people who are actually making good sense and be like, you know what, that makes sense. That's plausible. No, the fucking birds are just cameras. Those people. Birds aren't real, they're just cameras. Like, huh? Sorry, that is a TikTok meme. Don't tell me you believe the TikTok memes. Dumb crap like that. There was so dang many of them. That's like any dang thing. There's a lot of people who's like that on YouTube. Really, that's the downside too of when you're doing anything that comes to online content, is trying to get your content to surpass the stupid crap. It's tough. It's tough, but once you pull it off, it's definitely worth. 1911? 1911. It'll definitely be worth it once you finally get past it. Take some time. But if you keep pumping out them videos where people are gracious, not the pose I was looking for, we're gonna have to definitely censor this one. That's another thing too. If you are doing something that's a little above and beyond, know that censoring is extremely important, folks. Okay? Y'all can't see it, but this pose that we got her in right now is a little, you know, it's way more than YouTube would allow. Therefore, what am I gonna do? I'm going to censor it. Not just gonna have it out and about. Okay? There's a lot going on with this pose. But it looked great, so I'm about to use it. Okay? You can't really see it, but you probably can get the picture. A whole lot of booty going on right now. You gotta censor that. Simple as that. A lot of people don't want to do that for some reason. Not very hard to do. It's not very hard at all. Right now, how I've censored this is I took a blur screen and I put it over the main screen, and that's it. Now, because of that, blurred. It's that simple. This dude upset that he couldn't have his completely nude character on YouTube. Like, sir, that is not what this website is for. Okay? Hence why I'm going blur. If you don't blur, you get in trouble. That simple. How people don't be getting it. Now, if you want to see the unblurred variant of this image, pull up to. I'm not sure where I'm gonna be able to upload this out, honestly. This ain't that. This setting is super crazy. I probably could put this. It'll definitely be on DeviantArt, that's for sure. That was another thing with DeviantArt too. DeviantArt was a community I had left behind some time ago because it was getting too weird. But when it comes to images, it's one of the best websites to post your images on. I mean, do all kinds of photography. You know, YouTube isn't 100% a place for photography. It could work, especially if you keep, like I said, just keep putting the stuff out and people start to understand what it is you do. You could definitely make it work, but it's not like the main website. You know, I wouldn't be fucking floored if, you know, I'm uploading stuff to YouTube. My photo stuff to YouTube, and it's my gaming channel, my photography channel that blows up, or my Warcraft channel that blows up long before this. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. It's just certain things you got to understand, that certain stuff works here and certain stuff works there. Okay. Put diesel in a diesel truck, it'll perform amazingly. Put gasoline in a diesel truck, well, you messed up, and it's that simple. It is that simple. You gotta know what works on YouTube and what don't. Some people don't like to take the time to figure it out. And I'm definitely not gonna sit here and act like I'm the fucking perfect person. No, I've made many mistakes. A lot of times the reason why videos keep disappearing off these channels is because I keep talking myself out of stuff. I've been fixing that. Okay? That hasn't happened, and it will not happen anymore. Sometimes you can accidentally talk yourself out of something. That's why videos keep disappearing and crap. It ain't gonna happen no more. Okay? It ain't happen no more. This is the photography channel. My gaming channel is gaming. My Warcraft is Warcraft. My music is music. That's it. Although I never changed my Warcraft and my music. Those two have never changed. They've stayed the same. But my gaming channel and this photography channel, they keep swapping. Not no more. They stay where they are. You're making that mistake no more. Just realized we have this couch in this photo. I don't think we've seen it fucking once. Main issue is the dress is clipping, so I haven't really been able to use it. If the dress wasn't clipping, we could have used it. But it's clipping. One last good pose. Not what I meant. What is this? See? Yeah, so that is why stuff was disappearing. I know I'm gonna have to rebuild the community on both these channels because I keep doing that. But it's all good, you know. That's why my music channel is the way it is. My Warcraft channel is the only one that gets good, from a technical sense, really good views. That is because it has stayed what it's supposed to be all these years. I've never changed it. It is in a third pose. But look good, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna go with something a little more regular. Go with this one. Why is her hands like that? She's supposed to be holding a phone or something? Clipping is crazy with this thing. It look cool, but it's clipping. I think they're supposed to be holding a phone. Problem is, I'm being lazy and I ain't put a phone in her hand. I guess we're gonna go with this one. Now, I'm not trying to put a phone in her hand. This pose crazy too. We probably gonna have to censor this one as well. It's all about censoring. You gotta know your place. You know what you can and can't do. You know? Oh man, why can't I say super racist stuff in my videos? What the heck, man? There was this one dude, I forgot his name, but there was this one dude, he was a black dude, YouTube, would be saying mad crap about white people. Like, you might not see it as racist, but there are definitely tons of people who will see that as racist. Just certain things you can't say and do, you know? And when it comes down to it, YouTube is a great place to make money. That's the only thing you should be focused on, is getting to that money. I promise you, saying controversial stuff is only gonna last so long. You feel what I'm saying? People are only gonna give a crap about you saying crazy stuff before they get bored and find the next person who says crazy stuff. That's another thing, that's another problem with a lot of these people nowadays who go around doing the most rambunctious and ridiculous crap that they can think of. Problem is, it's only gonna last so dang long. Then sooner or later, somebody else is gonna come out doing more rambunctious stuff than you, or do it better than you, and now they got what you already had, and now your career is dead in like a year or two. You know, that's what we're trying to avoid here. That is one of the main reasons why I always try to get my although like I said, I've done it stupidly, constantly deleting stuff and then bringing it back and then deleting and then bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, oh no, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna work. I've learned to stop talking myself out of crap. And that's a full 10 right there, my good folks. Been learning to stop talking myself out of crap, you know what I'm saying? Just do. Let me show y'all what it actually looks like in here. Why the lighting was a problem, because it's already really bright with the back wall. It's clean as fuck though, this is a beautiful setup. I'm about to take pictures of just literally the setup. You know, that's an act. You know, hold on, we're not done yet, folks. This is a good idea. I've never done that before. Just take photos of the setup. I always do the photos of the character. Now we got the setup. Beat that about 60. Cause this is really clean too. It's so dang clean. It looks real. This is another thing too. The way I set my crap up, I try to make it look as real as possible. This looks real. Hold on, let's make her picture a little big because it's not hitting the top of the wall. The episode ain't done yet, folks. But yeah, I always accidentally talk my, or not accidentally. It's something we do, unfortunately, as humans. You can easily talk yourself out of some crap and not realize it, or you do realize it. Like I've always realized it, and I've always hated it. Like, man, I need to learn how to fix that bullcrap. Talking myself out of things. But it could easily work. I have a freaking community of people that tell me, "Oh man, your videos, I love your videos, love your videos, love your videos," and I'll be like, "Man, no, ain't nobody gonna want to watch this," even though people watch it all the dang time. You know? I'm touching the wrong thing, ain't I? Well, I'm not. It's just getting small. Really. I need that roof to be a bit higher quality. Look bad. How far out is that? Much more we can collapse this. It don't look too good. It to look real as possible. There we go. Much cleaner. You know what I'm saying? I've been learning. Honestly, if that's an issue you might have yourself, hey, you gotta learn to get rid of it too, because that is one of the biggest things that will stop you from doing things in life. You could have something fucking major going on and then you'll stop because, like, oh, ain't nobody gonna want to see this. Thing is, people do want to see it though. That's the stupid thing about myself, was I would always make these videos. They would do incredible. I would get comments, I would get subscribers, and I'm like, oh, nobody want to watch that. Like, but wait, that video just did amazing. Why would nobody want to watch it? Or there'll be other times where I'll be like, oh man, I don't want to do this. I'd rather do that, and then I'll stop it. I'll make a rash decision of just instantly stopping it instead of, you know, thinking about it first. I've been fixing that. It ain't gonna happen again. The gaming channel is the gaming. This is the photography. Music is music. Well, I don't have to worry about the music or Warcraft channel. Those two have never changed. This looks fucking clean. It looks so dang real. Still have no clue who she is, but she's in the photos now. I call this the photo studio room. You know, this one will probably be on Instagram. I don't know if I can put one with her on Instagram. It's a little extra saucy. One of my problems with putting character photos on Instagram too is I have no clue what's the proper hashtags you should use. My car photos usually do really well, depending on, of course, Instagram's really cool algorithm. But usually car photos do quite well. It's the I forgot how to go down. I can't go down. Just use the controller. I somehow have forgotten how to go down. Way low, bro. There we go. Yeah, I've been fixing it. So trust and believe, folks. This channel ain't gonna change. This is gonna stay the photography channel, back to what it was many years ago. Honestly, I don't even know how many of y'all are still around. Back to what it was many years ago. This channel started life as a cinematic / photography channel. I used to upload photo videos here all the dang time. Then I stopped like an idiot. Then I started doing more gaming, which was okay, but I probably shouldn't have done that, right? Because that's not where this channel started off. Then I started streaming like crazy. And then people would subscribe for the streams, and I'm like, make sure y'all don't subscribe for the streams because this isn't a streaming channel. But then I realized, oh shoot, I've been streaming like every day, freaking 9-10 hour long streams and crap. Not that long all the time, but like 6 hour long streams and crap, telling people I'm not a gaming channel or a streaming channel. Like, they wouldn't know. Streaming every freaking day for like 6 hours. So, I mean, I've made many mistakes. That's what we're working on, fixing. It's life, you make mistakes. As long as you learn from them, it's a good thing. Don't learn from them, bad. That's it right there. Full 5, that's perfect. It is beautiful. Beautiful setup right there. Alrighty, folks. It's been your boy, Jeton Legendary. But that concludes this episode of Photo Sessions. 1950s, 60s, 70s pinup theme. Alright, next theme is probably, I got 3 on this joint we did. I got 2. I got military and then beach. So that's definitely gonna be consistent of one of my main military characters. Got beach photos. Skyrim after this. This has been your boy, Jeton Legendary. You enjoyed this video? That's good. If you didn't, that's good. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Share with your people to join Legendary Playing Sport Channel, become legendary. I do all things photography and cinematics. I'm out.